Welcome to Give Me 5 minutes with Fort Smith City Director Neil Martin, where we talk about the events of last week and we look forward to what's coming up this week. So let's go ahead and get after it. Give me 5. This week, another exciting week of things going on in the city. First off, we got notification that sales tax revenues are up 15%. That's a good sign for our economy. It shows that our economy is strong, it's robust, people are spending money. So that's good. That's good for residents. It's good for the city. So we got that notification. It's been a really good 2021. So we're excited about that. Secondly, there was a development announced at Chaffee Crossing. It's called the Barracks at Chaffee Crossing. And a developer has invested $20 million and make it an entertainment and a residential area. It's going to be pretty neat. Shows that people are wanting to invest in the city of Fort Smith. That's exciting news for us. So let's go ahead and get to the meeting of last week. Last week's was a voting meeting where we talked about a number of different things. Probably the biggest one was the industrial development revenue bonds that we agreed to issue for Project Blue Moon, which everybody knows now that is an additional project for Mars Petcare. The exciting thing about it, it's 142 new additional jobs to the city and $117 million of investment coming into our community. Awesome opportunity for us. If you remember, Mars Petcare had already agreed to a $140 million expansion and another 100 or so jobs earlier in the year. So this is just another opportunity that they're seeing with Fort Smith and additional investment in Fort Smith. So we're pretty excited about that. We also approved an agreement with a company called Pay It. One of the things that I've heard a lot about are people have been really frustrated with how they pay their water and sewer bill online. I see the integration of Pay It with our current utility billing system. It's going to improve significantly your user experience as you go to pay your water and sewer bill. And then finally, we've talked about water leaks. You've communicated to me a lot about water leaks and how frustrated you are with water leaks. Well, we agreed to a contract with a local company, Forest Green Incorporated, for kind of an on-call basis to fix a lot of our water leaks. We've got our water leaks down to a little under 300, and they are going to help us, Forest Green is going to help us finish out those water leaks. So they're going to do it kind of on an on-call basis. So whenever we need them to do a certain number of leaks or certain leaks in certain areas, they're going to come do that. So I'm anticipating we're going to see a lot more remediation on our leaks that get into your roads and into your yard. So we look forward to that. So that was last week. It was a good week, a busy week of exciting things going on in Fort Smith. This week's meeting is a study session, so not a voting meeting. There's a couple of things that I think are of interest to you. First, we will be reviewing a salary and benefits study for our employees. One of the things that we want to do is make sure that we are competitive with other businesses in our area. We want to make sure that we attract and retain the best talent. So we're going to be looking at a salary and benefits study and reviewing that. Secondly, we are going to be talking about the existing lease agreement for the operation of the Kelly Park baseball fields. These are the fields over off of Old Greenwood Road. A recommendation has been put forth that we change who the lease agreement is with. Most of you know that the Fort Smith Church League, the Fort Smith Church Baseball League, has had the lease agreement for years and years and years. Earlier this year, a request for proposal was put out, and two groups applied. One being the Fort Smith Church Baseball League, and the other being the Fort Smith Youth Baseball and Softball Group. Both of those submitted proposals. Following review of those proposals and a presentation along with interviews of both entities, the evaluation committee unanimously determined that the proposal submitted by the Fort Smith Youth Baseball and Softball Group was the most responsive. It answered all the committee's recommendations. So the recommendation coming towards the board that we'll be discussing Tuesday will be that lease agreement with the Parks Commission. I'm a Fort Smith Church League guy. I grew up playing baseball for First Baptist. Played for First Baptist a number of years, so there's a lot of history with me with the Fort Smith Church League baseball teams. But the recommendation has come to award that lease to a new group. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be hearing what the reasons for that recommendation, what was in the proposal. That's it for this week's Give Me 5. I hope the information was informative. I hope you learned a little bit. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me on Facebook, on Twitter. You can send me an email. But we'll do it again next week. Give Me 5.